stand on the verge of extinction.
Infertility spreading across the globe.
Humanity's last living generation.
A major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope for our future.
The project known as the Lemnis Gate.
But if we are to survive, first, we must go back. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Shield attached. Protect and serve.
You have only one mission. Activate the Lemnis Gate.
Hello everyone and welcome to another fantabulous Lemnis Gate launch stream from here, the Frontier streaming room. I'm Jens, part of the community team here at Frontier, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your host for the next 2-ish hours. At least that's what we're aiming for, where we're going to be celebrating the very recent launch of Lemnis Gate and having a lot of fun with you, the community, because it's been an amazing 24 hours so far since we launched Lemnis Gate yesterday, and it's been so humbling to see everyone's support, everyone really liking the game. There's one thing that I think we should address just right off the bat. Like, we know that there are some issues right now with matchmaking, and we have people looking into it, and we will of course update you as soon as we know more. But for the time being, we wanted to take a bit of time to sit down, relax, play some rounds with the community, and we will go into what that will entail in just a few seconds. But first, I'm going to take a look at chat to see what's happening, who we've got here. We've got Edwin on air, the Tron RT, Heather G is of course here, Dart Killers is here, shout out to the Lemnis Gate Discord. We've got Flanders48 over on YouTube, who was great yesterday on our launch stream, coming in with some amazingly fun comments. We've got Archie Jobard over on YouTube as well. People are discussing their favorite operative. It's really great to be here. It's really great to have everyone here as well. Yeah, we're going to be doing some fun stuff. If you joined us yesterday, you know that today we're going to be having the community challenge our QA champion. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our QA champion right away. It is Mr. Liam Roberts.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing?
I am pretty good. I guess I am the QA champion.
At least that's what we're calling you.
That's what you're calling me.
We reached out to the QA team and said, hey, we need someone for the Lemnis Gate players to play against. And they told us, yeah, we think we've got someone.
I mean, I'll see how I can do.
See what I can do.
Hopefully, yeah. my experience.
How many hours would you say that you have in Lemnis Gate at this point?
Oh man, probably hit close to 2,000 at this point.
Oh wow! All right, close to 2,000.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. As QA, I'm sure there's not a lot of people who know what QA do. Could you just quickly break it down for people
Yeah,
out
no
there?
problem. So I'm a member of the functionality QA team, and what we do is we look at the game from a very broad perspective. So obviously in QA you have a lot of focus teams that look at a very specific aspects of the game, whereas we look at a very broad sense. Does the game function? Does pressing pause the game? Can you do a very specific action? It's all very top down, taking a look at the basic functionality of the game.
Right, and then just playing it
And
a
just
whole
playing
lot,
it,
yeah.
a whole bunch.
I saw you playing some warm-up earlier, and I was thinking, oof, I'm glad I'm not going up against Liam.
I mean, that was against myself, so we'll
That
see
was
how I
against
do.
yourself, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If you are just joining us, if you have not played Lemnis Gate yet, I'm going to quickly break it down for you. We launched yesterday. Lemnis Gate is a turn-based strategy FPS set inside a 25-second time loop where the moment-to-moment combat will happen in real time, but player actions happen in turns, and it is up to you to plan, strategize, execute, adapt, and overcome your opponent in various game modes. So right now there are 7 operatives, 12 maps, and 4 modes that you can play. And of course, a couple of different match types as well. Is there a favorite that sort of stands out to you, Liam? Are you a 1v1, 2v2 person? Do you go for seek and destroy? Is more domination your thing?
That's a very good question. Probably, I would say simultaneous 2v2 is my favorite.
Right.
Just because when you're with a group of friends, you can blast through a lot of games, and it's quite, you get a variation of maps and modes when you're just playing 2v2 simultaneous.
Right.
But also, 1v1 turn-based will always have a place in my heart.
It is sort of the mode,
It's the game mode,
as it were. Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that's the one that mixes the whole strategy layer and the first-person shooter layer together in sort of
for sure.
the best way.
For me, that is the way the game is meant to be played, 1v1 turn-based.
And if people were watching the stream yesterday, you know how chaotic 2v2 simultaneous can get, as Tim and I went up against Bruno and Corey from Ratloop, which was very, very interesting, but it was also very, very fun. So I think, Liam, we're going to have you set up in front of the gaming computer. So we're going to quickly get that sorted. We will be back in just a few moments. Yes, and so we're back, ready to go. All right, let us get going. So we've got Liam queuing up behind the scenes. Let's see how this goes. So the first matchup, if I've done everything correctly, is against Q Quixotic from the Lemnis Gate Discord. I went in and I asked a couple of people if they were up for playing against our QA champion. So we shall see how this goes. How are you feeling, Liam? Are you pumped and ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready to hopefully represent the QA department in a very, very good way. Hopefully.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be good. I'm sure it will be fun. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how people, what sort of strategies we will see from players. What sort of traversal stuff they'll be able to have figured out already as they've been playing the game for about 24 hours now. So we're still waiting for Q Quixotic to get started. I believe that they're getting set up right now. Do you have any sort of standard plays that you do, Liam, when you're playing, when you're testing, if you're playing against other people or against yourself?
So yeah, I mean, I tend to usually go with very sort of like team-based. So I mean the game is team-based, but I tend to sort of stack up operatives together in one specific objective. Whereas, I mean, a lot of people tend to, you know, I mean, the more you play the game, you'll get you know you'll get a feel for how you want to play. But I guess as I've played the game so much, I tend to play in a very stacked sort of thing. I'm not giving away too much though.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple of. We're going to see some moves here. I think you got the wrong. Yeah, that should be the right mouse right there. Yep. So let's queue up for some 1v1 with the join code that I sent your way, and we should have Quixotic join very soon. I believe. All right, folks. It's the number of the beast when we're. It's the nature of the beast when we're doing this live, but we should hopefully have this going very, very soon. I'm being told from Quixotic that they are queuing now, so we're just rearing to go, basically. I'm curious to see what kind of techniques and traversal moves and everything that you've got in your back pocket here, Liam. And I'm curious to see what the community has figured out as well. I've seen some great stuff already, both on Twitch and on YouTube, from people who have really sort of nailed down some of the ways that they can really sort of fly across the map with Rush, for example, who's very much the quick and fast operative in the game. All right, let's see how this goes. And so we're sitting in queue. Let's hope Let's hope we get a match going very soon. And all right, let's try. Yeah, let's try jumping out of the queue, and you can go to all 1v1 modes, and then use the same code as before. And of course, if you're watching this, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all your patience as we're getting this stuff figured out. But we're very happy to have everyone join us on the stream as we're trying to get this match sorted. I think I'm hoping for this one. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm having my hopes up, at least for this one. And if you want to connect with the rest of the community, if you want to talk with some of the devs and us on the community team, myself and Tim or Francesca and Eltanen, you can join the Lemnis Gate Discord server at discord.gg/lemnisgategame. And of course, we'll also post all updates and news on our various social channels on Facebook and Twitter and on Instagram. And you can just search for Lemnis Gate Game on those channels as well. All right, let us see how this is going. Got a message here from Quixotic, says they're queuing in the same stuff. It looks like. So Liam, if someone were to play against you, what would be the main tip that you've got for someone who's going to be playing against you who've got like 2,000 hours in Lemnis Gate?
I would say try and be faster than me.
All right.
Because yeah, a long time with this game, you definitely learn the shortcuts and the like you said before, the fast ways of traversal. The more you play it, you get used to getting around the map. So if you can beat me to points, you're probably going to beat me. So that's just be fast. That's my tip.
All right, be fast. So, but like I can only use Rush once if I were to play against you, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, there's quite a few speedy operatives if you know how to play them. Definitely, I'd say Carl is another super fast one if you can time everything right with your jumping and your sliding.
Yeah, Carl has I've noticed he has a much higher jump than some of the other operatives, which I think is pretty interesting because like it fits in with the lore because he's a robot, so of course he would be able to jump a little bit higher because he's got more powerful legs than the other ones do.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Carl is, he will have the hydraulic legs. He is the ultimate, futuristic robot in a sense. And I guess, yeah, they've designed him with being better than humans, I guess, in a way. But yeah, he's super useful on a lot of different maps for getting around.
How's your orb placement, your protection orbs with Carl?
I'm not going to talk about that. No, it's good. It's definitely trial and error. As soon as you figure out what you're doing, you get there in the end.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. There's I'm still in training when it comes to my Carl orbs. I think I've got like 50-50 chance of hitting what I'm trying to hit. Oh, looks like we got a match going.
Yay!
Amazing. So first match up against Quixotic from the Lemnis Gate Discord server. Good luck to Liam and good luck to Quixotic. I'm very, very excited to see how this all goes.
Tectonic wells.
And of course we're playing Retrieve XM on Tectonic
Retrieve XM,
Wells,
collect exotic matter, and return it to your gate.
one of Tim's favorite maps, I know, at least. So let's get going. Liam, of course, is the blue player this time around. He's the one going first. So which objective do you think you're going to go for?
I'm very torn at the moment. I mean, I guess the central two, one of the central two, depending on how well I am, how good I am with my ability usage here.
Walk in the park.
All right, let's see how this goes. Grabbing A right away.
Gotta bring this
Jumping
stuff
ahead
home.
with Toxin, making its way up those stairs. And pretty good movement technique there. Oh, looks like we're in a simultaneous match.
Transfer exotic matter to Earth. See ya, losers.
So just making it back with
Right,
C
let's go.
to the gate as well.
Exotic matter transferred. Your turn. Voila.
Okay, so we got a 1v1 simultaneous match here. I think maybe this might not be Quixotic that we've got playing against you, but we'll just play it by ear, see what happens. This is, of course, live. This is sort of the things that might happen when we're playing live, but we will just make do with what we can make do with. And you've got some good stuff going on here with this turret placement. And of course, taking the D XM pod there, making your way back to where you're supposed to be. Very, very close. Still though, it's 2-0. It is 2-0. Alright. We will continue watching and see how this goes. Alright. Going in with that Carl. Well,
Greetings, humans.
good choice, good choice. Are you going to be attacking or defending your Carl primarily?
I think it's going to be a very, I mean, Retrieve XM for me is a very, just focus on the objective,
Right.
more so than fighting in this mode.
All right. Yeah. So playing the objective would be your main tip here, I assume.
Absolutely, in Retrieve XM, just because it's very much, it's your speed that matters the most in Retrieve XM, as opposed to in the other modes where it's a bit more, sort of, you know, you can play to kill a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play to kill in this mode as well, but
But there's always that mix in Lemnis Gate of, oh, do I play the opponent or do I play the objective? And I think for this one, if you try to focus on the objective as much as you can, then that's usually the way to come out on top again, I feel. All right, let's see. You're absolutely dominating this match, I'd say. 4-0 already and entering into the final round. Looks like our opponent here has people sort of grouped up in one, whereas you've sort of spread yourself around, which I think is the better play when it comes to Retrieve XM, especially when there's XM across the map here.
for sure.
Nice sniping there. Unfortunately, they fell down. Almost. I think that's, I think that Vendetta is just going to keep jumping down.
Yeah,
it
I have
looks
the
like.
feeling. There you go.
Like.
Just stop him from hurting himself anymore.
All right. But I think we have a very clear winner in this particular round, and it is, of course, our QA champion. But this has been extremely exciting to see. It's been great to see some of the movement techniques that you've got going. So it's 419 points against 1. Oof.
I must say though, it's super nice to finally play against the community.
Yeah.
I mean, having played behind closed doors for so long, it's nice to
Yeah.
to play against new people.
Do you do a lot of sort of internal tournaments or anything like that in the QA team?
We tend to sort of semi-regularly we do playtests where we spend the whole day looking at a very specific feature and playtesting sort of around that, playing games and mini tournaments all day. It's good fun.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure you have to, because at some point, just testing the game over and over, like you need to be able to play against people who are trying to be better than you and trying to beat you. I'm assuming when you have 2,000 hours, you pick up a thing or two eventually.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's definitely it's nice when we do the playtest. It's nice to think like a player a bit more.
Yeah.
Play how a player would play, as opposed to us walking into walls. Trying to
exactly.
find.
Yeah, I think that's the funner way to play as well. Oh, almost had it. That rush got away from you. Oh, you did it.
There you go.
Let's see if you can make it back with that bee collected. Oh no.
No. Oopsie
Well,
daisy.
that's what ghost mode is for. But we'll see. This is very exciting. They've actually got 2-1 on you, Liam. I think they've been picking up a thing or two just watching you.
I can feel the bead of sweat rolling down my forehead as we speak.
Yeah, how are you feeling? Are you feeling the pressure now?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Maybe that first round was they were just testing you to see what you would do, and then second round they come in and just be like, right, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do this, and this. Boom, 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 boom.
It certainly feels that way.
All right. Let's see what people have. Laura Nora says, looking forward to getting home from work and hopping into a game. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a look at chat to see what people have been saying about the game here. Bon Cafe says, do you guys prefer simultaneous or turn by turn? We talked a bit about it at the beginning of the stream. I think I prefer turn-based because it allows me to try at least to do some of that strategic planning that the game is all about. We talked a bit earlier about 2v2 simultaneous is just pure chaos, but it can be a lot of fun as well, I think. So I'd love to hear what people in chat are saying too, if they have a favorite game mode that they like to play. Torpedo says, this game is such a breath of fresh air in the shooter genre. Well done. Thank you so much. And yes, and of course, simultaneous is also strategic. I didn't mean to speak poorly about one mode over another, of course. Octave Music says, Domination on Devil's Lair is my bread and butter. Maybe we'll get to see some of that later. We shall see how that goes. Nuke 3 says, game's amazing, love it. And all right, coming in with that sniper on the 5th round. Oh, that's no.
Very
right
close.
into the toxic material, taken out. Still 3-0. They managed to get 1 point on you. That's pretty good.
That's very impressive.
That is
Well done.
pretty good. Flanders48 says, does Liam have any advice for a pad player who's trying to relearn mouse and keyboard for Lemnis Gate?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I think play around with the key bindings a lot. Figure out what's best for you. Definitely, I mean, going into training or into any of the offline modes is definitely a good way of figuring that out. So yeah, just play around with your settings. Maybe play some of the offline challenge missions that are in the training facility.
Yep.
Definitely very good for figuring out what you're doing with your hands with the keyboard.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Especially the like you said, the training mode. I think that works quite well. And at least for me, it helped me to learn some of the traversal techniques that you can use in Lemnis Gate as you're playing. Because you may not know this. For example, if you're in the air, if you're jumping, or if you've been on a jump pad and you hit the crouch button, you will fall much quicker down to the ground, which will allow you to sort of stick the landing on certain jumps, for example.
Absolutely, and if you couple that with a jump pad as well, mid-air, and you use that crouch technique like you mentioned, you get much higher air time from your jump pad as well.
Yep. All right, let us try getting a new match going. And hopefully we can find Q Quixotic this time. And let's see how it goes. All right, we're in a Q. So is Q Quixotic. After this last match, Liam, how did you feel about it? Do you think it went? Did it went as well as you thought it would be, or?
I thought it went well. I
Yeah?
feel like I've been lulled into a false sense of security so far. I feel like any moment now I'm going to be hit by a very, very good community player that's going to wipe the floor with me a little bit.
I mean, that is sort of the hope, isn't
That is
it,
the hope.
for some of us?
I'm excited
Yeah.
to take on the community.
It's like that. You're looking for that one worthy opponent
That's it.
to
yeah.
finally defeat you and see how it goes.
The prophecy told me about the one true player.
The one true player, indeed. Well, hopefully, some of the volunteers that I reached out, the volunteers that I picked out from the crowd, as it were, are able to maybe be the one true player to take you down. Let's see if there's any more questions or things in chat. Torpedo says, "I want that hoodie." Well, you might be able to win this hoodie at some point during this stream, but we shall see. Of course, giveaways are random, but Laura Nora says Ratloop versus Frontier. When? If you actually watched the stream from yesterday, we did do one round of 2v2 Ratloop versus Frontier, and I would say it went probably as well as it could have gone with myself and Tim against two of the developers. I had a lot of fun with it. We unfortunately lost in the 2v2 simultaneous match that we did, but it was really, really good fun as well. Let's see what else. Q Quixotic has a question here, actually, as they're waiting in the match queue. What is do you have a best all-purpose opener in terms of operative choice, Liam?
Ooh, depends on the mode for me. I think in Retrieve XM, like I did in the last game, I definitely usually go for Toxin first.
Right.
Just if you can time the teleportation ability
Right.
quick enough, you can get good. You can get to the point very quickly. I mean, defense-wise, I'd usually go Vendetta because you can set up those turrets.
Yes, those turrets are clutch in
Very
some matches.
useful.
Yeah, definitely. All right, looks like we've got a match going. Is it Q Quixotic this time around? Fingers crossed. Let us see for this domination match on Chimera. It is Q Quixotic.
Hey.
We did it. This is incredible. Let us see how this goes. And of course we're in simultaneous as well, so this will be very, very interesting. So for Domination, both players have to shoot and capture as many as they can of the 3 objectives in front of them. There are 2 on the sides, and there's 1 in the middle. The one in the middle being inside a building. So we shall see how this goes. Liam coming in with Rush there, doing quite a big leap using the speed booster. And first going for one of the particle accelerators, and then trying to dissuade Q Quixotic from coming after him. But Q, of course, grabbing A, and then heading for B. See how this goes. You might need to chase him a bit there, Liam. After the first round, it is 2-1 for Q Quixotic. All right. I think this is really, really... This is so fun to see. I love seeing this. I love doing this. Torpedo says, any chance we could see Carl's protection dome? Yes, the stickiness of the friendlies. I don't know. We'll, of course, always be listening to player feedback and sending that back to the developers. Right now, let us focus on the action that is happening right in front of us. Speaking of Carl domes, there's one there from Liam trying to stop that death blow from coming in. And I think the chase is... Ooh!
Very nice.
Took you out. That was nice.
Very nice.
He camped you. They camped you. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. Come on. Let's see what else people are saying here. All right. So it's 1-1 after 2 rounds at the beginning of the third. Liam choosing Vendetta to put down some of those attack pods, which will hopefully be able to do some extra damage. Now, Liam is actually doing a really, really cool technique here, and that is that when you're playing Domination and you're trying to capture you blew yourself up. When you're trying to capture the particle accelerators, if you shoot between the shields that rotate around the particle accelerator, you will capture it a lot quicker. So sometimes it's a good idea to shoot in sort of burst fire rather than contiguous fire, because that will let you capture it a lot more quickly. Fourth round here, coming in with Toxin, and let's see how this goes. Inside the building, putting down a lot of toxic material, probably to stop that death blow from blowing you up later on in the match, I'm assuming.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. And then running off to try to take out one of the objectives. But a lot of kills there with Toxins, 3 in a row, Deathblow, Carl, and Vendetta. And capturing A just at the final few seconds there. It's looking pretty good so far. It's looking pretty good for Q Quixotic, I gotta say. We gotta say this is looking pretty good for Q Quixotic, who earlier in chat say I will probably not be the player to take out Liam, but right now it's looking like it looks like they're giving you a run for your money.
You could be the one player,
yeah.
Q Quixotic.
So are you feeling nervous now at the end of the match? Now that we're in the final round, do you feel like you got this now?
I feel like I might have this.
Yeah, I mean you did choose Deathblow, which can very often be sort of the points getter, as long as you're able to take out the enemy opponent, as long as you're able to take out those particle accelerators.
He's very much a clutch last pick, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, as you just demonstrated. Clutch final operative there with Deathblow. 2-1, 120 points versus 121 points. That's how close it can get in Lemnis Gate, folks. Oh, that is so good,
very
though.
Close.
How does it feel?
It's tense. It's tense. It's a big half coming up next.
It is. Yes, I mean this is the one that will determine who the winner is, of course. Yeah, Heather says that's very close. There was a thing in the Discord earlier today where someone did post the match where they got a draw, which I've never seen before.
That is very impressive.
In my time as community manager for Lemnis Gate. That's cool though. All right, so coming in, capturing A. Q Quixotic over there, I think with Deathblow trying to capture A back.
This is my objective.
Yes. There was very much a tug of war there. So for those situations, do you think it's best to just stand there and sort of try to keep tanking it, or do you think it's better to move to a new objective and try to capture that instead?
I think first round is very much just feel your way through the first round. Mm-hmm. See what the opponent's doing at the same time. I guess be very reactionary.
I'm assuming your approach to a match is very different in ranked mode. In turn-based mode compared to simultaneous.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's very much. There is a bit of a heavier tactical element in turn-based. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's still you can still play very tactically in simultaneous, but there's definitely a more slow, laid-back tactical approach in turn-based. Oh, very nice.
It was that
was a Vendetta.
Vendetta took you out, and now it's 2-1 for Q Quixotic.
You're playing very well.
They are playing very well. Fatal Exit says that Rush can be insane as a clutch last pick, depending on the mode. Absolutely. I think Rush is really choice to have in Retrieve XM. And I don't know about you, Liam. How's your feeling on Rush as a final operative in Retrieve XM?
Definitely he can be a very good opener or closer for sure. I guess definitely can be very clutch at times.
Good going there with those rockets. You still got that turret sort of trying to take you out.
There you go.
There we go. So right now, since you're playing in simultaneous mode, in one of the, it's all objective based, of course. Is your main focus on the objective, or is it on the opponent, trying to figure out where they will go and what they will do as they're playing against you?
I think at the moment it's definitely just getting the damage in to make sure that even if I do focus on the opponent, I definitely need to be able to get the damage in at the end to win it.
Right.
So it's kind of, I'd say, a mix of both.
Yeah. Because in the Retrieve XM match that we saw earlier, you were definitely focusing more, at least initially, on the objectives rather than the opponent themselves. But here, do you feel like it's a bit of a mix, or is it about the same?
I'd say I focus more on the objective during Retrieve XM as opposed to the other modes.
Right.
Just because with Retrieve XM, if somebody captures your objective, it takes it out of play. Whereas, for example, in Domination, you can win in the very last second. You can take something back in the last second. Whereas that gives you a bit more freedom to focus the opponent a bit more. Whereas in Retrieve XM, you want to be the first to that objective.
Absolutely.
I think.
Let's try to.
The more the merrier.
Let's see here.
Activating stationary unit. Stubborn.
There we go.
Oh no.
And coming up on the final round. Ooh, dead in your last round. That's not good. That is not good. Let's see how this goes. Oh, 2-1 for Liam there. Maybe.
Oh, very well played.
Q Quixotic coming in at the last second, capturing that objective.
Well played. Congratulations.
Very, very good. And it is a victory for Q Quixotic in the end with 340 points against 227.
Well played.
Well played. Incredibly well played. How are you feeling, Liam? Do you feel it?
I feel like the weight's been lifted off my shoulders now.
Is this the moment in the anime where you take your training weights off and you just drop them, and then there's a huge sort of spray of rock and everything around you? Like,
that's it. I've activated my ultimate power mode.
Yeah.
I've been freed from the chains.
Yeah, I mean, chat, give it up for Q Quixotic for coming in with that win against our QA champion. That's really, really good. Amazingly well done. And I think for winning this, I think we're gonna send some prizes Q Quixotic's way. So if you can please, Q Quixotic, reach out to us on community@frontier.co.uk. We're gonna send some cool stuff your way. Speaking of cool stuff, we've got some cool stuff right here. So I think maybe we've got this Lemnis Gate hoodie. We've got the amazing Lemnis Gate hats that you can see behind me. Oh, it's very weird to point. You can see there it is, right there. right here on the shelf. We'll be giving away some of this later. There's this great Lemnis Gate pin badge, an amazing and soft Lemnis Gate t-shirt, and a awesome Lemnis Gate desk mat that you can put on your desk at home. Put your keyboard there, put your mouse there, and it will make your desk look amazing. All right, before we do that, I think we're gonna jump into the next match here. So I'm just gonna send a join code over to Guardian180. Again, shout out to the Lemnis Gate Discord. Because Guardian180, one of our very, very active community members, we really enjoy seeing all their activity in Discord. So I'm just going to send over their join code and send that over to Liam as well, and we will get a match started here. So let's see here. There we go. All right, let us get a queue going. So yeah, you said that there's a weight lifted off your shoulders. Is it now time to unleash the?
It's go time now. I can't lose 2 in a row. That's.
I mean, sometimes you lose 2 in a row. I think I've lost several in a row when I've played Lemnis Gate against him. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I've definitely experienced more than my fair share of 2 in a row losses before.
There is a lot of love for Q Quixotic in chat here for winning the first match against our QA champion, and it looks like we may have a match ready to go here against Guardian180. and very much looking forward to see how this will go. We got a Retrieve XM match on the Quarry, one of my favorite maps, because there's a lot of movement on Quarry. Would you say, Liam?
Absolutely. I mean, the positioning of all the XM is very varied, so you get to use a lot of different traversal techniques on this map. It's one of my favorites for sure.
Definitely, and there's a lot of open space, so there's a lot of places where you can set up for sniping, for example, or for example for just start throwing some grenades down with Capitan, or you can put some rockets in the air as well with Death Blow. All right, opening strategy being rush. I'm assuming you're going to go for the XMs again. Oof, that's nice. Good going there. Grabbing A and preventing Guardian from grabbing B, D I mean, and then heading back to the gate, scoring 2 points there for Liam. Guardian also doing the smart thing, focusing on the objectives, and then there's a firefight at the end. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Rat Trap says, criminally underrated game so far. We'll take that as a compliment, of course. I feel like we've seen a lot of great positivity in places like Twitter and Facebook and Discord, of course, and everywhere else. So we're very, very happy for everyone's support now that the game has launched, and we're also very happy to see everyone playing and enjoying themselves. All right, so as Guardian is, Liam is ready. He's already chosen Toxin. Guardian coming in there with, with Vendetta. Good pick, good pick. And attack pods going after Toxin at once. With Toxin, what's your main sort of mode of using her? Do you try to use her traversal mostly, or is it the toxic material that's your go-to?
I think every player will be different. With Toxin, I definitely use her for traversal a lot more. But in the right context and situation, especially in defense, if you get a bunch of operatives that are sort of stacked together or bunched together, she can be devastating in final rounds.
For sure. I've noticed that if you, for example, team up Vendetta and Toxin and have just a big pool of toxic material and a couple of attack pods doing some chipping damage as well, you can almost take out an entire opposing team if you place those things sort of well enough, I'd say.
Absolutely, and then the key as well is to be careful where your own operatives are.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you don't want to stack on your own operatives.
I've done that a couple of times where I've managed to, for example, blow myself up with a rocket or a grenade, and I saw that there was also from from Red Dust 5 in chat saying that I once messed up my whole strategy by throwing a shield and a bomb blew Death Blow up when he was shooting at it. So then I tried to kill Carl the next turn, but it was too late and lost anyway. So when you're approaching sort of round by round, are you approaching it fresh every time, or do you have your previous rounds in mind as you're heading out here?
I tend to have the opponent's previous rounds in mind.
All right.
I definitely focus on what the opponent did, especially in Retrieve XM, what the opponent did last turn.
And that Striker, though, is trying to do some damage. Unfortunately, it's not looking like he's able to do much. Got the XM, CB and A there with Liam, whereas Guardian is trying to bring D back to...
Oh, close.
Yep, it's that attack pod, I think. That took you out in the end. All right, final round. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What are you thinking here, Liam?
I'm thinking I need to protect what I already have, but do I go for the jugular and get the 4th? That's the ultimate question right now.
That is the ultimate question. Yes. So for Quarry, what is your sort of main tip here if you're as a new player who's trying to sort of learn this map and trying to sort of learn all the secrets and make sure that they know what they need to know when going in?
I think in training there's the collectibles. So if you just go and collect all those collectibles in training, they give you a very good overview of the sort of all the areas in the map that you can traverse through.
Right.
So I mean, they're hidden all over the map, so you get to really explore every area of that map. And definitely gives you good experience before you go into live matches.
And first half was a draw, but on the points side of things, it looks like Guardian 180 actually
It's the kills.
managed to. Yeah, it's the kills and the damage that put them over the top. So let's see how it goes in the second round. I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, as you mentioned, in the training mode, you can train on every single map in the game, and there are these tiny, like shiny collectibles you can run around and pick up. And I think for a lot of them, they're placed in such a way that you're meant to both learn the map and learn some of the traversal skills. Would you agree with that, Liam?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been placed in a way that you have to use your traversal skills to collect them.
Yeah.
You know, that there'll be specific collectibles that can only be captured using a very specific operative's ability.
Yeah.
So, for example, I got killed. So, for example, you know, Carl's higher jump can reach a collectible in the sky that no other operative would reach.
Speaking of focusing on the collectible over focusing on the opponent, I think that's exactly what Guardian 180 was doing in this match here when they took out your rush as you were trying to bring that piece of XM back. So what's your approach now? Is it try to disrupt them as they're playing, or is it just play the objectives, play the objectives?
I think I'm going to try and counter what Guardian has just done to start with, and we'll see how that goes.
Right.
And if it's a total disaster, we'll try and focus the objectives.
So when you play, do you have a full 25-second plan in mind, or is it just, all right, these first 5 seconds, I'm going to do X, Y, Z? Oh, you took out your rush there. No worries, you got this. You got the piece of XM, and let's see what else you got going on. Oh, another piece of XM. Did not take out that Vendetta though, so it's still doing a bit of damage with those attack pods, but you were able to make it back to the gate.
It was minor enough so that it wouldn't damage me. It would kill me, thankfully.
Softcore Snail says, it feels weird to see Jens in a casual setting instead of a direct face cam with him wearing headphones. I mean, sometimes you have to mix it up, right? You know that. But I feel like this is a good setting for having the community play our QA champion, Liam, who's over there by the gaming computer. All right, whipping out Striker in the third round, so it's just sniping round, I'm assuming. It definitely looks like it. Okay. Be careful though, because there's some attack pods here. Oh, no. Almost had it. Almost had it.
Almost had it.
I feel like this is Guardians. Guardians being a bit cheeky, being able to take you out.
I feel he's figured me out now.
They watched the previous round and just thought, all right, I know what this guy's about. I can do this.
Very well played.
All right, that's some great gaming there from Guardian 180. Let's see what will happen in the fourth round as Liam queues up his Toxin and Guardian is still picking their operative. I'm excited to see how this goes. It's always fun to see, like once you get into the fourth and fifth round, that's when you see some of these strategies really start to come through. That's when you see how your operative selection starts to affect what you've done and what your opponent has done as well.
Magic, taking this one.
Alrighty. All right, picking that A pod, bringing it back. Got that nice placement on that teleporter, and bringing the B back as well. Can you do it with the last one? Can you do it with the last one? No.
Close.
Taken out by an attack pod. So now it's 2-2 as we're approaching the final round. I think what Guardian has done here with the attack pods and with some of the toxic material is pretty genius, because it's doing some damage to you, which then leads to Guardian gaining just a few points per round.
Absolutely.
Which will then bring them over the edge, as it were. This is very interesting to see. This is very interesting to see. So final round. What's your strategy? What are you going to be doing here?
I guess just trying my best to make sure I get that XM.
All right. Oh, some slow-mo there. All right, taking out your rush there. Avoiding some of this toxic material by doing a bit of climbing. Boom. That's one. Oh, there's a sniper there. Be careful, be careful. Ah, just made it. Just made it. All right.
Oh, close.
Oh,
Very close.
so close. So close. Would that be? Yes, I think that was maybe a sniper that took you out. Second half, ending
it'll
up
be
in
a
a
close
draw.
one then. Very close.
326 points against 361. Well done, Guardian 180. Let's see some applause in the chat. And of course, there's some applause coming there from Liam as well. And yeah, way to go, Guardian 180. That's
Very well played.
Excellent playing there. So, Guardian, if we're going to be, I think, yeah, we're going to send Guardian some stuff as well. So if you can please email us, community@frontier.co.uk. We will get you set up with some cool Lemnis Gate swag. All right, I think we can take some time to do a giveaway. Let's see. Quixotic says here, excellent defense down the center. Really played the double edge. They definitely did, and was able to do a bit of point damage, do a bit of kill damage, to damage points and some kill points against Liam, and then taking the win. All right, let us go to a giveaway. So for this one, we will be. I gotta move forward here a little bit. You know what? I think, yeah, I'm feeling generous. Let's give away the whole lot. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give away the whole lot of these amazing prizes. So, if you don't know what we'll be giving away, there's this amazing Lemnis Gate hoodie that both myself and Liam are wearing. There's an amazing Lemnis Gate t-shirt. It's really, really soft and comfortable. There's this Lemnis Gate pin badge that you can adorn your jackets or backpacks or whatever you want with. There is a Lemnis Gate hat. And there's also something that I forgot to show earlier, which is the Lemnis Gate water bottle, which you can see it says here. Oh, there we go. Lemnis Gate. And then on the other side, it says, disrupt the past, change the future. And of course, oh, don't drop it. There is the incredible Lemnis Gate desk mat, which will make your desk look even cooler than it is right now, in my opinion, at least. Okay. It's giveaway time. So the Tron RT says, I need that desk mat. I have one on my desk upstairs, and it's really, really cool looking. All right, so for this giveaway, I want everyone in chat to type in exclamation point QA. That's the letter Q and the letter A, preceded by an exclamation point. You only have to do it once, and then you will be entered to win this amazing set of prizes. And as that's happening, I'm going to try to get the next one set up. So let's see here. I'm going to reach out to this person here and hear if they're able to play. All right, let's get a. So I'm gonna once we have this stuff given away, then I think we can get the match set up. So as people are entering here to win, what do you have any other tips that you'd like to share, Liam? I mean, you're 2 matches in now, and unfortunately, it's been 2 losses. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling surprised in a very good way.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see players that have taken to the game so quickly.
Right.
I mean, miles better than me already, and it's really nice to see that people are able to understand and get the game quite quickly into the release. You know, the game when it came out yesterday, and you're all champions already. It's really nice to see, and I guess just keep playing, keep enjoying the game, keep trying out all these tactics and theories you have, just keep getting better. It's really nice to see.
Heather G says, Liam, you did an amazing job. You absolutely did. Like they gave you a run for your money, and you did an amazing job trying to go against them and try to win. All right, I think if I can have my my lovely team here pick a winner so we can announce, and then we can get the next match set up. The match this time around will be against none other than Octave. So I will send both Octave and Liam a join code. And the winner of this incredible set of prizes, so the hoodie, the t-shirt, the water bottle, the desk mat, the hat, and the pin badge goes to, that's a very good name, from Twitch chat, Big J Dog 1. Congratulations. You have been chosen as the winner. Amazingly well done being chosen. Applause. Big J Dog saying, oh my, OMG. So if you can please email us at community@frontier.co.uk, we will send you, we will get your prizes sorted. I have a lot of prizes that I'm going to be sending out this week or next week.
I hope you have enough to give away, considering how many times
Oh,
I'm
we have.
losing.
we have enough. We definitely have enough.
Good
But
stuff.
yeah, we've looks like we've got a match going here. It's another Retrieve XM on Iridium Plains, which we debuted on stream yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I think this is starting to really grow on me, this map. I haven't played it more than a couple of times, but I feel like I'm getting to it. It has a very interesting layout. Would you say, Liam?
Definitely. What I like about this map is it's a very asymmetric layout in a sense. Both players have, on either side, very different approaches to the objectives. I mean, you know, both players get to experience both sides throughout the game. But it's interesting that, you know, the approach that both players have to take each half is different to each other.
Definitely. So as you're on the well, from our perspective, it is the lower left side of the map. What would be your approach here? Is it still play the objectives, or are you going to try to maybe put up some strong defenses in the first round here?
I think opening-wise, I think it's always best to just see how quickly you can get an objective. But then I think this time I will going to take a bit more of a tactical approach with building up defenses and things.
All right, let's see how this goes. Well, first off, coming in quick with Rush, whereas Octave picking Toxin. You were able to grab that piece of XM just before they did, which is really good. Make sure you're actually delivering it though.
That was very close to missing that.
That was very, very close, yeah. But this is looking good so far, I gotta say. You've got 2 objectives in, and Octave has got 1, but we will see what happens in the next round. Oh, you were just ahead of them by a hair. That's real. That's very good. Because, yeah, Rush with the speed can, of course, close that distance a lot quicker than Toxin is able to. Okay, coming in here with an air placement of an attack pod. Nice shotgun. More shotgun. Oh, almost. Yep, got him. Right in the face.
Oh, I have the XM, I didn't even realise. Let's go get to take that back.
What was that?
I had the XM, I didn't even realise.
Oh,
there we
right.
go.
Yes, I mean, it's important to be mindful of what you picked up as you're playing. But hey, we're able to bring it back.
It was a close shave.
Definitely a close shave. So it's getting a bit crowded in the middle. Is it still? Is your focus still on trying to? Is your focus still on the middle here, or are you going to try to sort of branch out a little bit? Maybe use some of the elevation as well.
Branching out is definitely the best option now, considering the 2 sort of middle XMs have already been taken.
Right.
I think putting out a feeler there in the next round for the B, perhaps. Seeing, sort of breaking away from the crowd.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. All right, coming in with Carl, not placing down a lot of shields yet, but grabbing that piece of BXM, which is looking all right.
Didn't expect to have a free
Careful,
run.
careful. Flanders48 asking, what map is this? I haven't seen it all. This is Iridium Plains, which is, it looks like you got taken out by their opposing Rush. This is Iridium Plains, which we debuted on stream yesterday. You can also check out our site surveillance video of Iridium Plains and several of the other maps that are in Lemnis Gate. If you go to the Lemnis Gate YouTube channel, I recommend checking those out. I also recommend checking out the operative trailers that we have put out, which will give you more information about the operatives, sort of their personalities, and what kind of equipment they have in their arsenal. You almost had that striker.
So close.
That was good though. That was good. That was a good attempt at trying to take them out, take them out in the air. Oh, got killed.
I got a bit too cocky there. That was a bit too close to the enemy too.
Do you often try to do a lot of like air sniping and fancy maneuvers, or you're more of a basics kind of player?
I'd like to say I try fancy maneuvers. I mean, I don't think I quite have the mechanical skill to do it, but I always give it a go. I give it a good go.
I think that's a good idea, at least, just to see what will happen, and then if it doesn't work out, then you can always adjust your strategy, or you can try it again in a different map or in a different match. All right, coming in with Toxin, grabbing that either DXM, and oh, nope, that was taken out. I think Octave has sort of got you pegged and trying to just go for your operative instead of the objectives.
I think definitely taking the gate as a focus is a very good choice. I didn't even think of that one.
I feel like there was a lot of activity around your gate there.
Definitely, I think might have been the undoing of Octave there at the end, focusing a bit too hard, perhaps.
We'll see.
A few of them slipped through.
You did win the first half, 3-1. But of course, they can always turn around. 325 points against 132 points. Octave being bronze level 2 already in the ranked mode.
Well played.
Hunter Max is asking, how are you jumping so far? There is a bit of, you can do a bit of bunny hopping in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so if you crouch, and then as your crouch is ending, you can slide. So when you run and crouch, you get a little bit of a slide. And as you sort of reach the peak of your slide, if you jump, you get a bit of a speed boost, which is very useful for traversal, especially in XM mode.
Definitely. So now that we're on the other side of the map, what would be your approach here?
I think it's going to be getting Vendetta's air turrets, because I have very easy access to a jump pad over here.
All right, nice placement on that first turret. Grabbing that XM, turning around. Oh, 2 turrets in the air, very, very good. And then coming back. Part of me wishes that we had Octave sort of calling in, which we could then hear what their strategy was. But it looks like both players right now are trying to play the objectives, grabbing as much XM as they can. And at the end there, it's 2-2 with Liam in blue and Octave in red. So we will see how this continues. Dart Killers coming in here saying, really out of nowhere, but I love Liam's voice and accent.
Oh, thank you very much.
Flanders says, Lemnis Industries, the only place where friendly fire is just another tactic. It totally is. You even saw some of it in the last match, I believe, which was, I think I've seen a couple of players mention that as a viable tactic to just, all right, my operative, I need to change the course of this match. I'm going to take out this operative, otherwise everything is just totally ruined. Have you ever had plays like that as you're testing or as you're playing the game?
Absolutely. Sometimes I'll pick an operative and accidentally pick up an XM,
Right.
and then forget that I even have it. So sometimes it's very good to set traps for your own characters.
Sure.
To stop. I mean, yeah, when you select the wrong object, well, pick up the wrong XM. There's definitely times where I've killed my own operatives to get it back.
Have you had a lot of accidental deaths? I know I've run into those a fair amount of times where I've thrown a grenade into a doorway, is the story that I always tell, and then I run into that same doorway 3 rounds later and just get blown up.
A lot of the time I'll put a death blow mine down, and I'll completely forget that I put it there, and then just walk straight over it with multiple operatives. I always do.
Oh yeah, and those mines, they pack a punch. They can really take people out if you're not careful.
Oh, definitely. I think they do. Oh, I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but they do enough to kill an operative on a lot of occasions.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got 2-2. Both players mostly focusing on the objectives. I'd say. Most objectives are collected halfway in the match, and then there's a bit of a free-for-all firefight, which I always like to see because it's nice and chaotic.
It's a very bunched up collection there. All the objectives seem to be collected at a very similar time.
So next up, you're picking Deathblow. Is it time to get a little reckless, or what are you thinking?
I need to secure one of Octave's objectives.
All right.
So I think just all guns blazing. Just try and do some damage there.
All the rockets blazing. Which, I mean, when you're playing as Deathblow, that is the... Oh, nice rocket on that rush. Whew.
That was... Oh, there we go. Cool.
Good rocket there as well on Capitan. 3 objectives in Liam's favor. Taking out Toxin, but also
and
blowing
myself,
up yourself.
there's an accidental death.
Speaking of blowing up yourself, Octave going, well, in chat. Love it. You just love to see it.
Oh, okay. I'm in the rare instance where I'm nearly winning the game, so I've got to try and keep my cool here.
Yeah, you gotta try to, hold it in. See if you can. Is there anything you can see here where you can sort of shore off your defenses, or just like, is there anything else you can do? You think to sort of make your strategy work?
Focus this time will be to kill Octave's live operative, just to try and keep the score as it is.
Okay, let's see. Trying to take out that Carl. Carl is fighting back, and
Oh, there we go.
taking out your.
Oh, the Vendetta
operative
came
there.
in clutch with the turret there.
All right, but still though, that's 2-0 for Liam in the final round. Octave saying, "This is the first time I played on this map." GG's. You
Very
did
well played.
really well, Octave. I gotta say, for the first time playing on this map, I think you did really, really well. Ooh, and there's the points: 558 for Liam and 159 for Octave. But I've got to say, Octave, you did put up a great fight. So well done in doing your best in this match. What's any feelings on this match now that you've won?
I think, yeah, I mean, Octave was very good in that game, considering it's the first time Octave's played the map. That's very, very good effort. Yeah, it was. I mean, especially, I think the scoreline flattered me a little bit at the end there. It was very much a close match, especially in the second half, going into the final round.
Right.
It was very close. Yeah, and yeah, well done, Octave. You played really well.
Definitely, and that was very, very exciting. And yeah, like you said, Octave really, really was able to put up a very, very good fight, even though that was the first time that they were playing on that specific map. I think we're just going to get a new match set up, this one against a Discord familiar. That would be none other than Dart Killers. So we have sent them a join code, and let's see how we go as we start the matchmaking. So yeah, you've got three matches now under your belt against the community. Did you think that they would put up this much of a fight, or do you sort of come in thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm going to do this. I got 2,000 hours.
So I came in expecting. I was expecting the players to be good. I mean, with the beta and the Discord in general, a lot of the beta players seemed very, very good. So I was looking forward to. I mean, not just the beta players in general, but just everyone's. I mean, they've had a day with the game so far.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, from what I've seen on the Discord and the content on there already, yeah, I was very much expecting to have to put up a fight with these, and they've all very much impressed me.
So if you're just joining us on this stream, we are doing a fun little challenge here where we're having community members try to play Lemnis Gate against our QA champion, as we're calling him. Liam is over by the gaming computer there in front of the green screen and taking on some challengers that I have pre-selected from the Lemnis Gate community. So far, He's played 3 matches and had 2 losses and 1 victory. And I feel like all of them have been pretty close, wouldn't you say?
They've all been very, very close matches for sure. It's very much been last round clutch, or it's all come down to the wire for sure in the few games that we've played so far.
I feel like that is very much par for the course in a game like Lemnis Gate, where it is heavily objective based, and then more often than not, when there's a draw, it is the kills and the damage that you do against your opponents that will end up doing being the tiebreaker, as it were.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's the people, especially because it's an objective-based game. I think a lot of people tend to, and myself included, sometimes tend to rush to the objectives. But as we've seen already today, it's the kills can turn the tide sometimes, especially in close matches.
Definitely. We saw Guardian 180 winning with points. I think also Quixotic winning with points as well. We're in queue now, waiting for a match against Dart Killer from the Lemnis Gate Discord. If you want to join the Lemnis Gate Discord, then you can head on over to discord.gg/LemnisGateGame, where you can chat about all things Lemnis Gate with the rest of the community. Share your screenshots, share your videos, share your Lemnis Gate streams if you're doing a bit of Lemnis Gate streaming. And of course, if you there's also some developers that pop in there from time to time, in addition to myself and the rest of the Lemnis Gate community team here at Frontier. All right, and as we're waiting, what do you think your approach will be in this next match, Liam?
I think I want to try and take the fight to the next person I'm playing. I'm going to try and see if I can counter whatever they throw at me. So if they bring out a vendetta, I'm going to try and do my best to counter that vendetta. Just fight fire with fire, and try and stop them rather than focusing the objective so much.
Sounds like that is a good plan. Q Quixotic here saying that Simultaneous was a totally different beast. I'm assuming they've played a lot of turn-based up until this point, saying that there wasn't a lot of time to see who I was fighting and form a plan, but in the end, they say that it was rad. And have you had fun so far playing against the community?
Absolutely, it's been really fun finally playing against people who have only just had the game, the people with a fresh outlook on the game. It's nice to play people with new ideas. I mean, coming from QA, we play each other all the time, so it's very nice to play against new people.
So I see Octave here is also asking if they're going to get some goodies, just like everyone else. Yes, of course, as a consolation prize for going up against Liam. We're of course going to send you some goodies as well. Please email us community@frontier.co.uk, and we will get everything sorted out with address and t-shirt size and all that stuff. And yeah, I think maybe we should try to jump in. Oh! Wow, it's as if I manipulate reality itself just as I'm suggesting maybe we should jump to another opponent. We find a match. I love it. All right, we're back on Iridium Plains. So if you're not familiar with this map, this could be your opportunity to try to get some additional strategic plans going, as we've got our QA champion Liam going up against Dart Killer. This will be very, very interesting. So yeah, your approach was going to try to be a bit more in their face?
Yeah, so to be reactive to what my opponent's doing, as opposed to being so focused on the objective.
Sounds like a very, very good idea. Let us see how all of this plays out in this 1v1 simultaneous match. And Liam here picking Capitan as his first operative. What's the reasoning behind picking Capitan?
I think she deals enough damage and has enough speed so that I can react a bit better than, say, Deathblow, who is a little bit slower, especially in this first round.
Looks like you've got Capitan against Toxin there. Toxin being Very powerful in terms of doing a lot of damage over time with the toxic material, but also a operative that's balanced out by being slightly slower than others. However, she does have her displacer, which will allow her to teleport across areas of the map. So right now we've got 2-1 in Dart Killer's favor. What are you thinking, Liam, for the second round here?
I think I want to get some damage in the center of the map, so I'm going to try and do what I did last time, whereas I got the flying Vendetta turrets, just as a bit of sort of central coverage.
Right. And as we've seen, those turrets can do just the right amount of damage that you need in order to take out an opponent. Dart Killer coming in with Rush here, trying to just run about all over the place, grabbing maybe some objectives, but Liam takes them out using a well-placed shotgun blast and grabbing that XM, running back to the gate, making it just in time to make it 2-2 at the end of the second round. I feel like you did a lot better there. I mean, you were doing well all the time, but this one. So I got to ask, is there a reason for, I mean, I'm assuming it's part of your strategy, is there a reason for picking up and bringing the XM back much later in the match than right away?
I think that not so much a strategy, it's more I'm just trying to see what happens in the middle and try and react to what the opponent's doing, and then maybe sort of focusing the objective late, not so much later in the game,
right?
Later in the match. So maybe the last round or two now I'll focus on getting the XM
right
as fast as I can.
I think it can be a very good strategy to sort of test the waters, as it were, the first couple of rounds, because if you're able to take out those other those enemy operatives in as you're playing simultaneous, then yeah, for sure you can then spend the rest of that time grabbing the XM and bringing it back to your gate there. There's so we've got some death blow on striker action going on here with taking out that death blow. That's very, very good. Oh no! You almost had it. You almost had it. But I feel like there's I feel like there's pros and cons to everything in Lemnis Gate, because if you grab the XM quickly, then of course your opponent can't get it. But then if you're able to take out your opponent before they grab the XM and then wait until the end of the match, there's you can sort of try to control the battlefield more, but that will also allow your opponent to come in, take your XM from you if you're not quick enough.
That's it. It's getting the balance right.
Definitely.
Sure.
All right, so we've got both B and D is in the red zone. Oh, taken out by Carl. You had some good rush gameplay going there, but then Carl came in and took you out.
Yeah, swiftly ended that.
Okay, so coming into the last round, what are your feelings right now?
I'm feeling very like I've already lost this one.
All right.
But I'll give it my best to turn this around. Just trying to think of the best approach for this.
All right. I should also mention, of course you can't see it, but we've got Tim behind the boards right here, who was absolutely blown away by some of these shots that were happening in the game here, and there is truly some amazing stuff happening as Liam is going up against Dart Killer.
Oh, there we go. Well played, Dart Killer. You have the win this half.
So this half seems to be going, it definitely is going in Dart Killer's favor. All right, dead on your last round, losing the first half.
Very well played.
Very, very well played. Very well played by both of you, both Liam and Dart Killer. Dart Killer winning the first match with 332 points against 116. And of course, then they're going to be switching sides, and we will see how this goes. Let's go. See how it all goes. All right. Osric says, that's the spirit, Liam. I mean, you should always go down fighting, right?
That's it. You just keep fighting until the very last second. It's the key.
Flanders 48 says, Iridium Plain seems like a very high skill map. Would you agree with that assessment?
Absolutely. It's, I think, a lot. To really play this map to its fullest, I think having a lot of experience in the other maps first might help you out, especially experience in, say, maybe Quarry, which is, I'd say, the most accessible of the 3 Retrieve XM maps that we have in the game. I think, yeah, getting experience in the mode before tackling the different layout that you get in this map.
For sure. Let's see here. Right, coming into the second round, Liam goes for that rush play and immediately going for the XM. Whereas I think I saw some Vendetta gameplay over there from Dart Killer. And all right, boom, boom, boom. That attack pod is really harassing you there.
Yeah, that was close.
Taking it out just as as everything ends. All right. So finally, we've got Vendetta in the second round. So some Vendetta in the second round and Vendetta from the first round. I see people are picking up some of the strategies that both you and Tim have been using on stream here with the flying turrets in the air, like gunning for that first jump pad and just boop, flying turret right in the air.
Absolutely, it's very, very useful, especially just picking off somebody with low health. It is very useful.
Definitely, I feel like when you place a turret in the air, you sort of feels like you're extending the range somewhat.
Activating station unit.
Alright, so that's 2 XMs for Dark Killer. Maybe approach them. Just trying to take out as many of their officers as you can.
I think so. Also trying to get this back very quickly at the end. Oh,
Yes, 2-2. Very, very good. And of course, picking up a kill along the way, getting some points for doing a bit of damage as well. So right now you've got Rush and you've got Vendetta, and you've got two in the loop. You know, Texan. What's your reason for?
to get C very quickly. That was my reasoning.
Sometimes it's to do damage, sometimes it's to pick up damage.
Oh, I've confused myself. There we go.
That's also, I've had so many just weird placements with that. Wall, corner.
Sure.
It appears the microphone has died.
Oh no.
We will get a new one very, very quickly.
Yeah, sorry. Yen's microphone has died, so we're just sorting out quickly a new microphone for him.
That's what happens when it's live.
That's show business, everyone.
That's so good. Worry. Thank you, Tim, for giving me a microphone.
Oh, that clutch Dark Killer rush there, stealing the AXM from me.
All right, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. This has been a great stream. All right, final round with some Carl. Is it just going to be bubbles now, or is it going to
I
be?
think getting this A quicker than it's already been captured.
Yep,
is
because that was taken in 5 seconds. And be careful, so there's not a lot of damage being done to Carl there.
Cool. I
Carl
think
is now Carl's life.
that secures me the win this half. I've
It
managed to get
does.
all 3 in.
Yep. Good. And now it's just doing a bit of damage, racking up a few extra points.
Very well played. That was, you played impeccably, Dark Killer, that round.
Yeah. You hear that? Impeccably. is what
Whipping
Liam
out
said.
the thesaurus today.
Yeah. If you're in chat, please let me know if you can't hear me after I've gotten this second mic. But everything should be good. All right. Defeat. Dart Killer being the victor here with 464 points against your 420. There wasn't a lot of points there in the end.
No, it was very close.
It was very, very close.
3-1, 3-1.
Very, very good. I got to. Yeah, it was close there. Like you had 116 in the first round, and they had 132 in the second round, and then around 300 each for both rounds there. So very, very good, Dart Killer.
Well played.
Let's have some applause in chat. And of course, as your reward for taking out our QA champion, we're going to be sending you some goodies your way as well Dart Killer. And so yeah, way to go. And okay, so we should have time for one more match. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry for breaking kayfabe, the fourth wall on this. My laptop has died, so I'm unable to send send messages to people I had already lined up in Discord. But I think maybe if you just let's just start some matchmaking here with all modes, and then we'll see how it goes, shall we?
Sure.
And then, all right, so you are now jumping into Lemnis Gate live as just the QA champion. Let's see how this goes.
See, yeah, let's give it a shot.
I hope you've enjoyed yourself so far, Liam. It's been, you said before, it's been good to get to play against some of the community.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a blast, to be honest. It's been really fun engaging with the community and getting to play against people after playing behind the scenes for so long. It's nice to see the game out in the wild and see people enjoying it. For sure.
It's been a pleasure having you here as well. It's been a pleasure having people be able to join us and play against you. What would be your main takeaway from these matches? All right. Well, we're getting some of this stuff lined up here. Still, we're gonna try to get this matchmaking going. What's your main takeaway from this? Are you gonna try to just retire now and just see, all right, your Lemnis Gate days are done, or are you gonna keep playing and see if you can sort of get back to your level, as it were?
I think I definitely I still want to play the game. This is not the end for Liam Roberts today. But yeah, I think a break after this will be quite nice to sit down and process the beatings I received today. This
is the part of the movie where the champion, after being defeated, goes to a waterfall, sits under it for 3 days, and then comes back with renewed vim and vigor, and is able to just defeat all of their opponents.
That's it. I need a nice deck chair just to unwind in after all this.
I'm looking forward to see how that goes. And as we're waiting for this match here to come online, any additional tips and tricks from you as we're waiting here?
Trying to think. I think just make sure you make the most of traversal. I think we've discussed this before, but yeah, be as fast as you can.
All right.
It's definitely the key to victory, and I think we have a game.
It looks like it. We are back to Quarry, back to another round of Retrieve XM in this community versus QA champion stream. If you're just joining us, we're having the community play against Liam, our QA tester, in matches here. So it looks like you'll be going up against Bombay. Which you know what? Good username.
I do like that. It's
really
a very creative username.
So, is it going to be as before? Is it just going to be focusing on the objectives, or are you going to try to disrupt their moves a bit?
I think, as always, I'm going to go objective to begin with, and then I guess I'll just be reactionary to what the opponent is doing.
Let's see what happens. I'm sort of imagining that. They.
Very nice.
Took you out, didn't they?
Did indeed.
I'm sort of imagining the reaction of people, sort of a person just queuing up to play some online and just seeing QA champion being their challenger and thinking, I wonder how this is going to go.
How will this play out?
Yeah, Bombay coming in hard in that first round, just standing there and doling out
very
as much
accurate
damage.
gunplay there.
That's really, really good. Yeah, taking you out in the air as you're coming up towards the gate there. So. Going to try to counter this, or are you just going to...
I think so, because I remembered that ghost mode existed for a second, and
yes,
I did take Rush into the gate, so if I can save Rush, he will still capture the objective, hopefully. So for those of you unaware, ghost mode is essentially your,
they are your potential actions. So if your operative is taken out, you can still perform a set of actions within the time loop, and then